Imagine a world where the miracles of modern medicine are accessible only to those who can afford them. Envision a child suffering from a rare genetic disorder for whom a potentially life-saving therapy is available, yet tragically out of reach due to its astronomical cost. This is not merely a dystopian scenario, it is a harsh reality for countless individuals across the globe today. Gene therapies, heralded as the frontier of medical innovation, promise to correct genetic disorders at their root. One such therapy, marketed under the name Zolgensma, treats spinal muscular atrophy, a fatal genetic defect affecting muscle strength. Its price tag? A staggering $2.1 million for a single infusion. This eye-watering cost is a testament to the complex, resource-intensive process that brings such therapies from lab benches to bedside. Yet the pricing strategies adopted by pharmaceutical companies have raised critical questions about the moral obligations these corporate giants have towards patients. However, understanding the biodiversity of pricing isn't merely a question of corporate greed. Development of gene therapies involves billions in research and development, R&D, stringent regulatory hurdles, and often a relatively small market due to the rarity of the conditions they treat. This confluence of factors results in exorbitant costs. According to a study by the Tufts Center for the Study of Drug Development, the average cost to bring a new drug to market is over $2.6 billion. This figure reflects not just the cost of successful drug development, but also accounts for the myriad of substances that fail during testing. The narrative isn't solely one of numbers and profit margins. At its heart are people like Emily, a 7-year-old whose family campaigned tirelessly to access Zolgensma. Emily's story, covered extensively in the media, highlighted a pressing reality. While scientific advancement has made it possible to dream of a disease-free future, economic barriers continue to deny many access to these life-saving treatments. The public outcry from her story pushed for more robust patient assistance programs, but the question remains, why should access to such critical care demand Herculean efforts from those already burdened by disease? The pharmaceutical industry sits on a precarious fulcrum, needing to recoup hefty investments and fund future research, while also ethically managing the pricing of their life-altering therapies. Some argue that high prices are justified by the need to fund ongoing medical research and development. Without substantial profits, the argument goes, groundbreaking treatments might never come to fruition. However, this stance is increasingly scrutinized as profits soar, highlighting a stark disparity between earnings and reinvestment in R&D. Pushing back against this narrative, several lawmakers and advocacy groups are calling for reforms that would cap drug prices or tie them more closely to the costs of development and production, rather than market maximization strategies. For instance, the proposed legislation in the US aims to allow the government more power in negotiating drug prices, potentially setting a precedent that could ripple across the global market. Moreover, there is a growing movement advocating for value-based pricing, where the cost of a drug is directly linked to the health outcomes it delivers, not just the market it enters. Yet another vital piece of this complex puzzle is the role of patents. Patents protect innovation, but also give companies the power to monopolize treatments for extended periods, keeping generics off the market and maintaining high prices. While this protects research investments, it also leads to extended periods where life-saving treatments are unaffordable for many. Here, the ethical dilemma intensifies. How does one balance the rights and rewards of innovators with the urgent healthcare needs of the global population? In conclusion, as we stride forward in the age of medical marvels, it is imperative that we also reassess the ethical foundations on which the pharmaceutical industry stands. The challenge ahead is not just one of scientific ingenuity, but of moral and ethical leadership. How we address the dichotomy of innovation and accessibility could define the future not just of medicine, but of humanity itself. Only through a concerted effort to realign corporate strategies with the global needs can we ensure that no child like Emily is left behind simply because of the price tag attached to their lifeline.